Cloud. Right, okay, tonight, guys, welcome. So we are going to be talking about, let me just turn it on silent. We are going to be talking about Christmas. Now, it seems really early, but the reason that, hold on, I'm just literally quitting that because otherwise that's going to drive me insane. We're talking about Christmas because we are getting to that point now where everybody's starting to think about their November and their December PRV. And technically, I don't think December is a really big month within Scentsy. I think your biggest month is normally October and November. These are the 2 months where most people are buying their Christmas Scentsy. And then December has a bit of a funny way. It is generally busy, but nowhere near as busy as what November tends to be. So we're going to talk to you about some of our top tips. Now, what you're going to see on these level up, if I give you a bit of an introduction as what they're for, what they're all about. These level up Zooms are hopefully going to be on every 2, maybe every 3 weeks. And hopefully you're going to see me live with one of your directors. So tonight I am with the lovely Kirsty England. We're going to be kicking these off. And then hopefully this is going to be like a reoccurring thing that's going to be happening every couple of weeks. I'm going to be live with somebody that's going to come in and they're going to share some knowledge with you. And then they're going to feel happy about going live to all of you guys because I'm going to be by their side, giving them a little bit of, what's the word? A little bit of encouragement. So, because I know it can be quite daunting coming in and coming live to absolutely everybody. So that's what hopefully you're going to see. If, for example, that I get not very consistent with these type of things, give me a nudge and remind me, because sometimes I'm not the most consistent person with things like this. So remind me. But anyway, so tonight we're going to be talking about our top tips for going into November and go. I can't even believe we're even talking about, like, we're halfway through October, nearly in November already. So obviously at the minute you can see sales are probably gone a little bit quiet, and then towards the end of the month I think it's going to be like kickstart and it's going to be a little bit crazy. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is stock. You're probably going to find, this is what I found every single year, and this is probably going to be my biggest tip to you, is when you start to put in your party orders now, and I know it becomes really easy to be like, oh, right, what should I get for myself? Let me grab some wax, let me grab some hand soak, or let me get some bath soak, or whatever I fancy. I would really advise you to start stocking up on things that you think that your customers might want nearer Christmas. So say maybe it gets to December. Scentsy will have a cut-off date, which normally is around the 10th, 13th. And that's when they'd say that is your guaranteed delivery date for Christmas. I don't know what the date is at the minute. I will try and find out, and I will try and get that to you as soon as possible. But generally, the last 2 years, one year's been the 10th and one was the 13th, I think, that we could recall. So when they've got that cut-off date, what will happen is, this is what you're going to find will happen. All of a sudden, you will get an influx of all your customers that will say to you, have you got a mini warmer in stock? Or can you order me 6 wax bars? And you're like, the cut-off date's already been and gone. I can't guarantee you're going to get it. So what I suggest that you do between now and then is, every time you're putting in a party, is start to get stock. So behind me, you can't see, but here I've got a shelf full of like mini warmers that I've started to put away, collecting, making sure that I've got a couple of mini warmers that are sitting there, so that if somebody says to me, oh, Lise, I'd love a mini warmer, I can go, yeah, these are what I've got in stock. I can make them up into a bundle. I can make them look pretty, or you can just have a mini warmer. The same with flowers. I've got a little stock that I'm now starting to get. So as I'm ordering, when I'm getting my free credit, I'm like, right, I'm thinking, what sort of things are people going to be wanting as gifts that they could give out to, that you could literally sell. Obviously, we can't advertise it on your personal Facebooks, but behind the scenes, you can be advertising your stock to your customers. And if anybody comes to you last minute looking for a gift, teachers' gifts, all those, and we're going to talk about all of that types of things, you literally have got stock that you can go to. So that's going to be my biggest top tip for you. Start using your half prices, start using your credit wisely between now to Christmas. If you've got credit, think about stock for Christmas, okay? Because worst case scenario, you could literally end up with some stock, but worst case scenario, you will be able to sell it on at some point, I promise you. So that's one of my big top tips. Leading on from stock, now this is a little tip that I picked up from Tam Richards, and oh my God, I think it's bloody golden, and I cannot wait to do it. And I'm actually really excited, because last year, loads of my customers said to me, oh, what have you got like in stock? So Tam said, and this was on her Christmas Live, and I was like, I'm stealing that, by the way, and I'm telling my whole team because they need to know about this. So she did a live similar to this the other week, and she suggested something called a traveling market. Okay, so here's the deal. You clear out your boot of your car. In the boot of your car, you make up gift bundles. You get all your mini warmers. You have a box full of all your wax. You literally unload all your stock and you put it in the boot of your car. You message all your best customers in their inbox and you say, right, I'm going to come to you. Say they say, oh, I want to order some Christmas stuff. Right, I'm going to come to you with my traveling market. And you can literally buy the stock out of my boot. You're going to then drive to all your best customers and you're literally going to open your boot. They're going to come to your boot and hopefully they're going to go, right, I'll have that mini warmer, that wax, that. You're going to have a price list that's got everything on it. And you're literally going to sell out of your boot, a bit like Del Boy, out of the back, literally off the back of a lorry. It's going to be out of the back of Lisa's car. That is what I'm doing this 100%. I think this is like literally golden. Yes, Faye, like the old DVD boy that used to turn up at your house, open his boot, and there was all these DVDs. Exactly like that. So that is what you're going to do. You are literally going to be Scentsy Del Boy out of the back of your car. When somebody then orders, for example, they're going to be buying all your stock. What you then do is then you go back home, and once you've got 245 quid's worth, you're going to stick an order on, because you're going to have credit, and you're going to order more stock to restock your Del Boy boot, and you're going to restock up your Del Boy boot, and you're going to drive to your next customers and you're going to ask them, because most of you like me, I have got customers in Southend, I've got customers in Benfleet, I've got customers in Wickford, you name it, and you literally could pick a day. You could be like, right, I'm driving around to all my Wickford customers today. Have any of you got any friends that you would love to recommend me that might want to see what's in Lisa's Del Boy boot? You can see where I'm going with this. People are going to want stuff that's instant. We can't obviously advertise that you're selling stock publicly, but I just think that this is such a great way. And what you're doing is Lord Sugar. And this, I don't know if any of you ever watch. What's this program called? What's the thing I'm thinking of? His Lord Sugar Entrepreneur Program. What's it called?
The Apprentice.
That's it, right. The Apprentice. I always remember on the week when he does The Apprentice, he talks about the week where he says, right, you've got these items and you need to sell them. And then the idea is whatever you make, you go and restock, and then you resell, and then you restock, and then you resell. We basically go into Del Boy into the apprentice mode. And that's what we're looking to do. You're still getting the PRV, because that's really important. You need the PRV because you want your PRV for your incentive trips. You want your PRV to get commission. You don't just want to sell off all your stock and then have all this cash. Well, you might want to, but I personally would want PRV to make sure that I can go and get that towards my Disney incentive trip, because I'm aiming to go for level 2, level 3. So I want to be replenishing my stock all the time. But whatever you sell, you just literally buy more stock. If you're selling loads of mini warmers, if you've got mini warmers, I'm saying that with like because we all know what the stock's like at the minute. But if you've got mini warmers and you're selling mini warmers, you can restock for mini warmers. If, say, for example, you could restock for flowers, but you get the idea. Traveling market. I just think it's bang on. Okay, so this was an idea that I got from Zoe Marlborough, and I've actually approached a care company this week. So I want you to start thinking about, we're going into November. There are going to be a lot of companies out there that have probably had people that have gone the extra mile over during COVID, that have gone the extra mile at work. And there are going to be companies that, especially big companies, and this for me, this is a care company that I've approached, and I've said to them, look, you've got 60 members of staff. What do you normally do for your staff as a present? And they said, we normally do gift vouchers. So I've said to them, I would happily do you gift vouchers for all your members of staff for whatever price, and they're thinking about this at the minute, that you want. So whether it's £5 per person, £10 per person, or whatever they normally spend, and I would do them a Scentsy gift voucher. Or it might be that I say, give me a budget, and I will put you together. If you've got 60 people that work for you, I will put you together 60 gift bundles at £10 a bundle. So it might be that they all get a hand cream, for example, with a candy cane and some chocolates, for example. Something that's going to be quite low cost effective for me, but they're getting that amount of Scentsy in their bag. But just by approaching, so care companies, I'm thinking hairdressers, beauticians, anywhere where they've got a number of employees that they might want to buy a little Christmas present for, reach out to them. You know, a little phone call, especially if you've got relationships with beauticians, you've got relationships with somebody that works at a care company. Maybe you've got a relationship with someone that works in the main office at a care company. The care company is just the one that's coming to my head at the minute, but you could literally the world is your oyster with that. It could be an office. It could be an office where you work, for example. You might be a manager of somewhere and you get a budget for Christmas presents for people in your office. So if you have, no brainer, you organise the Christmas presents, make sure they get Scentsy, whether it's a gift voucher, whether it's a you know, a bundle that you make up. So, but we'll come to more of that in a bit anyway. Okay, right, I put on here target advertising. I'm going to come back on that. Okay, so obviously we've got a launch of other products that are coming. So we've got advent calendars that are coming. We've got your Bitty Buddies that are coming, your Mickey Mouse Buddies. I think I have spent a really long time with LTOs relying on my Facebook, relying on literally posting on my social media. And I remember going to, you know, I don't really sell a lot of buddies because I just don't. My customers don't buy them. But actually, 9 times out of 10, most of my customers probably aren't even seeing that post because I post quite a bit on my social media and they're not seeing it. So what I want you to start thinking about is all of the different products that are coming now on the 1st or whatever, I can't remember the dates off the top of my head, all the products that are coming. So the advent calendar, your Bitty Buddies, all of those, you need to be now actually actively reaching out to people in their inbox. So not just relying on posting on your social media, messaging people and saying, look, these are all coming in. Did you know that our advent calendar is coming back? Did you know that these Bitty Buddies are really good? Think of all the people that you think they need that as a stocking filler. They need one of those. You know, like my 3 boys will all get one of those. They will all go in their stockings just because I know that they might not want one, but they're all getting one. Just because I'm thinking, yeah, that's 3 extra little stocking fillers done. So I want you to think about all the people that could really benefit from those. I know that I sold 12 advent calendars last year, and I know that all of those people haven't actually seen that post on my social media. So I need to put it on again. I need to tag them in it again because tagging is really, 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 really key when you want them to see something. I'm going to drop it in their inbox via WhatsApp. I'm going to put it on my stories. I'm probably going to send it out in an email as well because I've got all their email addresses. So sending out to them on all them different platforms is going to hopefully help to get you some sales. So really target people, really actually, you know, get into that. So Rachel, I saw Callie demonstrating the Bitty Buddies as stress balls. Is that Callie off of Group Make It Happen? Rebecca? Rachel, sorry. Yeah, it is. I'll try and get the video and I'll download it and I'll share it so you guys can see it. I'll do that because I've got, I'll download it into the squad so you guys can see that. Okay, so that's that one. Now, speaking of all the new things that are coming, hopefully you guys have, sorry, my desk is a bit of a mess. I have got a pre-order list. So where I write down everybody. So everybody that pre-orders, it all goes on here. I will share this pre-order list. It's just a really basic sheet, but I like to have a separate sheet so I can write down, I've got all my back order pre-orders. So when stuff goes out of stock and someone says to me, oh, I still want an obsidian, I've got all that written down on here, and that'll be all the Christmas orders will all go on there as well. You need to remind people that you're doing pre-orders because when those advent calendars go live, be prepared for them to sell out in like 7 minutes because they did sell out pretty quickly. Okay, so I feel like I'm whizzing through, but right, I'm going to talk about gift ideas now. So something that I was talking to Faye today. I don't know, Faye, I'm sure you're on. I've just seen you talking about DVD men. We were talking and she said, I'm thinking about like doing like a gift guide. And I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Scentsy usually bring it out on our website, but I am going to look at getting something in Pink Monkey. I was going to do it today, but I just haven't had time. It will look a little bit like this. Hold on. So this was my, hold on. She says, can she find it? Too many bits of paper. Oh, okay, right. This was my newsletter that I did for when the autumn winter dropped. And I'm thinking to do something similar to this. So postcard size, and it will literally be Lisa's Christmas gift guide. Now, my plan is, this is what I'm thinking from what Faye said today, is to do something like this. And then on the back, it will be blank where I can put a stamp. I can put a name and address, which you can do. If you've got everybody's name and addresses in your workstation, by the way, you literally can mail merge them onto stickers and it takes you literally like 2 minutes. So you literally can stick a stamp on and I will send that out to all of my VIPs. Now, what I'm thinking is gift guide. So think of all the products that you would like to receive as a gift. Okay, so we're talking hand creams, we're talking flowers, we're talking even hand soaps. I think everyone would like a Scentsy hand soap. We're talking body spray, we're talking, you know, not laundry, obviously. The stuff that you genuinely wax, the Christmas 3-pack of wax, anything that you would like to receive, a mini warmer, anything that you want to receive as a gift would go on your gift guide. But you create that like a little postcard. Now, you could print loads of them off. They can go in your customers' orders. They could go out in the post to people. I prefer to send it in the post because a book of stamps, like 100 book of stamps, cost me something like, I think about 60 quid for second-class stamps, which sounds like quite a lot of money. But when you actually think of the return, if you're getting that out to 100 people and there are 100 of your, you know, your list of 100 that we keep talking about, how much are they going to love getting something like that through the post? I even generally put on the back of mine, I normally would offer, because it's a personal special, but I would normally give like a 5% discount or £5 off your order on my sticker that with any postcards I send out. So I put like a code on there. So I'd say with your own code, say Christmas 20 or something like that, you can get £5 off your order. And that will entice people to order something that's on my gift guide. So I haven't created it yet, but it's in the pipeline, definitely in the pipeline. When I do, I will share it with you all. But I think that's something that is a really, if you get that done now, again, it doesn't have to be sent out in the post. You don't have to stick stamps on. You don't have to spend any money on that, but you could put them in every single order. So every order that's going out in the whole of November gets your Christmas gift guide. And hopefully that's going to give you a really good follow-up tool. So you can follow up with people and say, hey, here's the question, the really important question from Eric Gore, forgotten his name. Eric, the one I'm reading that book, Grove Pro, I've told you about him. The really important question is, what's your favorite thing on the gift guide? What was your favorite thing on the gift guide? Not what did you like, not what did you see anything you like? Ask them what their favorite thing on the gift guide was. Obviously, you're going to ask them if they received it. I think that's really important. They're going to tell you, yes, I received it. Thanks so much for sending that. And what was your favorite thing on the gift guide? Make sure they've read it. And they might come back and go, oh, hand cream. Oh, did you know that you can get our hand cream? And with your code, you can get that 5% off. You can get it for however much, 5% off. I'm not going to do maths while I'm on Zoom. We all know what my maths is like. But something really simple as that. Again, you don't have to offer the 5% off. I do, because I've always got parties that have got credit on there that I can use to discount people's items. But it's just an idea. These are just ideas for you. Okay, so that's my gift list. So thanks, Faye, for your inspiration. She didn't even know she inspired me. Okay, so gift bundles. Kirsty, I think both of us have got gift bundles to show, haven't we? So she's gone quiet. You got your microphone on.
Yeah, so, no, it up, sorry.
Cool. So gift bundles. This is where you need to. We're going to both show you some different things that we put together. So when I do gift bundles, I don't do them at a special price. Why? Because you can't advertise the contents and the price, and that bothers me. 2, I want to get all the PRV. Remember, as soon as you start half pricing and free crediting stuff, you don't get paid commission on that. Okay, you don't get no commission on that. That's your free and your half price. So bear that in mind. You don't get no PRV on those items. So what I've done is just put together a couple of things for you as ideas to show you things that you could do that people might like, and I've gift wrapped them the best I could with what I had. So some of them I've just thrown together. I know. So bundle number 1. Okay, so if you can see this, okay. Literally, organza bag. Doesn't look that pretty, I'm not going to lie. But organza bag, I've got a little bit of that pink shredded paper, which I should have put in and I forgot. And I've got in there pink cotton hand cream and a pink cotton body wash. So it's literally like a little pink bundle. Put a little tag on there. How cute does that look as a little gift? Now, put them on your Facebook stories, put them on your Facebook page, send them out to your VIP WhatsApp group. Say, look, I'm doing these bundles. Like, what do you think? What do you think of these? Is this something you would buy? But you advertise it for the full price. So the price of a hand cream and a body wash together. What does that come to? Huh?
22.
So 22 quid, and you've got a pink cotton bundle. And obviously you can add in there chocolates, candy canes, you could add in there samples, you could add in there sweets, Christmas sweets, quality streets, whatever you like. You could go to the pound shop and, you know, fill your boots. So that was one of the bundles that I come up with. This one I pinched off of someone in America, and I love it, I think, but I didn't have two matching samples. So again, organza bag. I had these from last year. So, Kirsty, I did what you did. We discussed this, that we had a whole Christmas load of stuff that we didn't use. So we've got in here hand soap, and we've got in there a pink cotton hand cream. Again, ideally, you want to try and match the scents. So you could do shimmer ones, you could do Luna. I've literally tied on there these. I don't think I've got the box, but they were a box of Christmas tree decorations out of the pound shop. I think I had like 8 in here for like £1. The organza bags were literally, I think 60, I think I got of those off of eBay for like a £5 or something ridiculous. They weren't expensive. And then this little label on the top, which I could make these in all different colours, says, "You are hands down the best." How cute is that? I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. But again, add in there a candy cane, some crinkled paper. You could wrap these in tissue, anything like that. Again, if you're going to do full price product, you could advertise that on your page and show the bundles. You could just show all different bundles. So they're quite cute. What else have I got here? Flour. I talked about these last week. Really simple bit of wrapping. These bags, Kelly Sylvie did a live on, and I loved them. And they're literally just clear bags with snowflakes on. Again, I think I've already shared the link. They came with this red ribbon. Just attach one of those cute snowflake things on, what do you call it? Christmas tree decorations on. You can get as creative with these as you like, but that literally took me a minute to wrap, to gift wrap. You could put a label on that, luggage tag label, make your own label, and how cute does that look? Because you can offer gift wrapping, and Kirsty's going to talk about the wording because she was coming up with some good wording earlier on. It's gone out of my head, but some good wording for like where you can offer free gift wrapping, because that is a personal special. What else did I have? This one was quite cute. So again, bit of an alternative in here. These are the holographic bags that everybody uses, but these are the expanding ones, so you can put food in these. And in there I've got 2 body sprays, some pink paper, again a little Christmas decoration, and a Ferrero Rocher, because you can get a box of them for like, I have been eating them, I'm not going to lie, but a box of 8 in the pound shop. Did you know? Pound. There might be £2 actually, but everyone loves a Ferrero Rocher. So they're just a couple of ideas. Kirsty, I think you've got a few more, haven't you? So I'm going to hand over to you.
Yeah, like nothing special at all, but literally I was going through. So last year I had all these amazing plans of things that I was going to do, and it didn't happen. Life happened, that didn't. But I've got a load of bags. So I've done the same as Lisa with the bundles, but these are bags where you can't see what's inside. The same thing, this is a pink cotton soap and hand cream with some chocolates inside. I would advertise that open, and then obviously the sealed version, so you can see what it looks like covered up. But this can actually be given as a present if they don't want to wrap on top of, if they want actually, you know, a surprise present. So these bags are quite cute. They were just off of Amazon. I think I've got about 100 of them. I don't know how much they were, but they weren't expensive. They've got a nice little bow on them, so you don't have to do it.
They were about £3, I think. They were about
Sorry?
They were about £3 a bag, weren't they?
They're not expensive. Yeah, I'm really not at all creative, as in I just can't do it. And so if I can find something that's kind of ready-made, then I'll go that way. So I've done that. And also the same bags, that fits in 3 wax bars. So if you need to do a wax bar bundle, it's another thing. Body clip with a bit of foil, just put a candy cane on there, a little bit of fancy stuff, some little shredded, whatever you call it, inside.
Love it.
Flowers with lace.
Just
put some chocolates in there as well. They're in the top there. Just a little bit of sparkly stuff. And I actually did this on my page yesterday. I sold 6 of these. Just a car bar with the pods. I actually did an offer on this because I had a few customers that have been asking me, are you doing an offer on these? And they've been asking me for ages. And so I did actually do an offer, and I sold 6 of those yesterday. But you could just do those. It's better to do them full price and just show, as soon as I put them in a pack, people are so much more interested than just saying an offer on it. So the pack actually, I think, sold it with that. You just put a little bit of like red or whatever in there. I've got all the box inside, so the box is actually underneath all of the leaflet, and the cables all tucked underneath that paper, so that's all in there. Love those. I think that was it for bundles I've put together, Lise.
Oh, brill. Okay, so we're just going to go through a couple of other bits, and then I'm going to hand over to Kirsty anyway. So hopefully you're literally writing down lots of ideas from what we're giving you at the minute. So a couple of other things that, so with your gift bundles, try and think about, as I said earlier, try and think about going for things that are full price rather than trying to bundle and save stuff together. I mean, obviously it's okay to do offers, but you don't want every single bundle that you do for Christmas to be like special offers. So if you can look at what's on the website, look at what's available to you and be like, right, what would I really like to do? What would I like as a gift bundle? And maybe you could do a £10 option, you could do a £20 option, you could do a £30 option. And you could put that out as a poll on your Facebook group and say, like, who would be interested in seeing all these different options, and show people showcase people what sort of things you could do. You could also say to people, look, you tell me what you're looking for and I will make it happen. So there's an American lady that I follow, and some of these, that was where I got some of these ideas from. Her PRV is insane. Like she sells something like 8,000 or 9,000 PRV a month. And a lot of the stuff that she does is gift bundles, and she buys like mugs, for example. You can buy a mug and fill it up with Scentsy, a little bit of cellophane and gift wrapping. It goes a really long way. Okay, so just start to think about what sort of things you could do. If you can make up a prototype and show people what one would look like, and then you take orders for them, and then obviously you can go hell for leather and make as many as you like. Or that's how I normally would work with things like this. I try and work with what I've got rather than, buy 20 or 30 mugs and then be stuck with them and not be able to get rid of them. So, make a prototype, maybe go to the pound shop, grab a couple of things that you think, right, yeah, I could make something with that, could make that look interesting, I could make that into a bundle, and get a little bit creative or not, or just, grab some bags and put things together. It really doesn't matter, but start to think about what your customers want. Okay, start to think about what your customers want. Like, I'll come back to that in a bit, Layla. I'll come back to that in a moment about how to advertise them. Oh, sorry. No, actually, let's just say it now. If you make up a mug combo, can I show them on your Facebook page? You can, but generally speaking, you can only advertise the price if it's the full price of the products. So say, for example, you were adding one of these and then you were putting them in a mug, you can't charge for the mug publicly in your price. You can only advertise the price for these two products if you're showing the product and the price. If you want to charge a little bit more because you're putting a mug in with it, I personally wouldn't, but that's just how I work. I tend to give all the extras as freebies, and I only ever charge for the Scentsy products. Then if you wanted to charge for the mug, you can, but that would have to be done by private message because it's not corporate pricing, if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, this online Christmas shopping events, and I think we've got Vicky Boras, I know she's watching, to thank for this one. She had a fab idea, and I'm going to get her to go live at some point in the squad and share it properly with you all. She's looking now as if to say, really? Do I really have to do that? Yes, you do. Or she can come on live and talk about it now. Am I putting you right on the spot, Vicky? Yeah, she's putting her on the spot. Okay, so she sent out a message today that was like a different take on getting Christmas parties, and it basically was offering people Christmas online shopping events, and it has had a sensational uptake, I would say. Would you agree, Vic? It's had a really good uptake, and I know that some of the other directors have also tried it and had really good uptake as well. So more to come on that. I will get Vicky to do a post on it, but it's all about your wording. I think quite often when we're offering, I know that when I'm offering people an online party, they don't necessarily say yes. They don't want a party. They don't really understand what it is. So I think changing your wording slightly on these type of things is gold dust. So hopefully, Vic, if you could do a post on that in the squad, that would be amazing. Or go live if you like. That would be really nice as well. Right, Kirst, I'm going to hand over to you to talk all things Christmas.
Right, perfect. Hello. I'm going to try not to talk you to death. I have got kind of a few things that I wanted to say, but my main, before I go on to what this list of stuff that I'm going to talk about, try not to focus on all of it. Like, it can be very overwhelming when there's all these amazing ideas going around and you want to try and do all of them. Last year, there was so much stuff going around. It was my first full year. There's so many amazing ideas, and I'd see a post in that group and a post in that group and this idea and that idea, and I'd want to do all of it. And then I ended up with a load of bags, a load of boxes of stuff, and I didn't get around to doing any of it. So just look at what is being said tonight, write it down, and then find what's going to work for your customers, because not everything is going to work for everybody, and what's going to work for you around what time you've got. You want to do 2 or 3 things really well rather than try and do all of these things, because it's just not going to work out for you. Okay, so I would say the main thing from now going forward is what Lisa said, getting the stock, but focusing on samples. Samples is where you're going to pull new customers in. This, when I look back at my PRV, obviously I joined in November 2018, so all of my new customers were leading up to Christmas, and I then had a lot of new customers in November through to December, who then took me through, and they're still my customers now. But last October and November, the number of new customers that I picked up from parties and from parties is huge, and a lot of them are still my customers now. Events and things that we did, obviously that's not happening now, but these things can still happen online. So think, oh, I've lost the train. His noise was putting me off then. What was I saying, Lise? What was I saying?
We'll talk about sampling with intention.
Sampling. So make sure that you are getting the samples out to people. So the time now, I've started looking at, I've stopped giving out fresh scents now. I've stopped giving out all of the normal scents, and I've started doing 3 Christmas scents this month that I've started giving out. So I've started giving out Very Merry Cranberry, which is in stock, Christmas Cottage, and Silver Cedar. Today I ordered my November samples, which were Cozy Fireside, I can't remember, whatever the other 3 were, and that's what I will focus on in November. But make sure that you are sampling now to get those Christmas orders in. I'm trying to avoid all of the regular scents going out in samples, because my customers already buy those. I want them to be focusing on Christmas. I am going to be sending out in November with every order little baubles that I bought these last year. This was the plan for last year. It didn't happen, and these have got my 3 scents in them already. Lisa's got, we both bought them last year and we both didn't do them. What a letdown.
Didn't use them.
But this is like, I mean, I'm not creative at all, but all I've done is take an organza bag and put 3 samples in it, a little bit of the sparkly stuff, and that's their tree. I actually did, this is really sad, but I did a poll in my group the other day asking my customers what colour their Christmas trees are going to be, because I'm trying to match the bauble to go with their Christmas tree. That's really sad, but that works with me and my customers. We have those kind of relationships. What's that, Lise?
It's good customer service.
Oh, I just love that. Those little touches make a difference to my customers. So
Really
I did a poll.
So
I went out with the rose gold, because I wouldn't have even thought of getting rose gold, to be honest. I would have gone with red, silver and gold, but I've got rose gold. Someone else said blue, but I couldn't find blue anywhere. But these will be going out in my November orders to everybody that orders, and that are just Christmas scents in them. See you later. Put me off. Obviously, you can spend time moulding your wax sample. I don't have time for that. I literally just slice them. My customers are getting a little bit more this time. They're getting 1/3 of a cube instead of 1/10. So I'm being really generous because it's Christmas, but then they can warm those scents and hopefully order them. Oh, he still can with it. Go.
Is he going out on a bike ride?
He's going to see his mate, yeah.
Oh.
Last year I did some events, made up loads of stuff for the events, loads of sample packs, telling people what Scentsy were, product sheets, and I had loads of stuff left over from last year. So I have basically stripped them back, taken all last year's old stuff out of them, and what I'm doing with these little bad boys, I just don't want this stuff hanging around for another year, is I've got the What is Scentsy flyer in there, a product sheet, and I'm going to put 2 sliver samples of Christmas scents, literally like 1/10 of a cube, in all of these, and was I going to put something else? Oh, the gift guide. I'm going to make a gift guide up. Thanks, Faye. And put that in there. And I am going to fly out my neighbours. Now, I have flyed people when I moved here before in August, and I had nothing back from it apart from a couple of comments from people that I've seen recently. But I'm thinking this is probably the right time, because people are, again, they're going to spend a lot more time indoors, and because of the time of year it is anyway, and with obviously the events of any pending lockdowns. So I'm actually going to just get rid of these with a couple of samples in them and getting them out to people, because I don't really have that many local customers, as in neighbours. So that's another thing I'm going to do, because that is ordinarily what you would do at an event anyway. So it's not anything different to what you'd normally do, but I'm going to do it through doors rather than seeing people face to face. Obviously at the moment, lots of places are locking down. I think things are starting to, I think people's moods and morale was really low at the moment. So I'm going to go back to what worked for me amazingly during lockdown back in March and April. And I'm going to start with bingo parties again. I'm going to try the Christmas shopping thing that Vicky did. Sorry, brain dead. That Vicky did. I'm going to do colouring competitions for the kids in my group. I'm going to start kind of getting that real excitement going in my group. A lot of my customers love Christmas anyway, but I'm going to go back to that kind of evening entertainment. What can we do tonight? To do it a couple of times a week. I'm going to have, if I can't get people to have parties, I'm going to have parties in my group. It worked amazingly during lockdown, so I'm hoping that people jump on that this time round. If you haven't done lives in your group, this is the time to do it. This is a time you are going to build up relationship with your customers. You're going to have people that are going to be looking for distraction. You're going to have people that are going to be looking for someone to G up their excitement, because people are feeling a bit down about perhaps, you know, what we're not going to be able to do. So this is the ideal time to pull in some of those people from your customer groups that have been quite dormant, I think. So I think you should put yourself out there and just do it. So there's loads of stuff in the Scent Squad on bingo parties. I think there is a unit, Lisa, wasn't there? There's part of a unit.
Yeah, I think it might need updating just because
we need to change it a little bit.
Change on bingo, but bingo parties are brilliant. If you do them with just giveaways and don't do them as
just
people,
totally
getting extra numbers. So yeah, there is a live on it, Zoe, but it might be worth us doing another bingo night maybe in the squad. In the next coming weeks, so we can do it compliantly again, because as we say, the compliance changed, didn't it? And we had such a good giggle. Actually, we could do that over Zoom as well. Now that
that might even bring people in for having parties that don't have, like, okay, we have like a shopping / bingo party, like bingo event. It hasn't got all to be about shopping, but we'll show some bits off in between, have a few games, a glass of wine or whatever. Like, my customers absolutely love that, so I'm hoping that they'll lap that up again.
You also get the Christmas music on and everything, don't you? You get your Christmas jumper and the Christmas music going, the mulled wine. I love it.
Oh yeah, all over it. And we've already spoken about the bundles, but I just highly recommend, like Lisa said, just grabbing a couple of bits and putting together anything and taking a picture of it and saying, oh, I'm thinking about doing this today. Anyone interested in, you know, and just making things look a little bit pretty, because sometimes people like me, I don't have much of an imagination. And so I like to see something ready done to say, oh yeah, that would be great. If someone's kind of like list out a few stuff, or how'd you fancy a warmer and a wax bar for 25 quid or 30 quid or whatever, like, it doesn't mean anything. But once you put something together and actually present it in a way that can be handed as a present, I think that does help with sales as well. I can't even read my writing there. Flyers, November. What is that even? Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing, these in November. That's what that was about. I have already advertised Advent boxes and 12 days of Christmas boxes. And I've sold quite a few. I think I've sold about 12 days of Christmas boxes and maybe 2 Advent boxes. And I'm doing a 12 days Advent box, which will basically be, I'm charging £30 for it. They don't know what's in it, but it's got a fragrance flower and it's going to have 11 days of samples. So basically from the 12th or 13th of December, they'll start opening it. And it will take them up to Christmas Eve, which will be a flower, which is like the 20 quid. And I will have alternate days of a wax cube, maybe a Scentsy Fresh, and I'm going to be building up to Christmas scents within that. So that's going to be a lot of Christmas scents within that 12 days of Christmas. And then the Advent box. And then I've also got a box that's going from Christmas Day through till the 5th of January, which is my 12 days of Christmas. And that is £34. And that has got a mini and a wax for Christmas Day. So some people have chosen because they're going to use them as presents. Some have said, no, I want it a complete surprise. So I'm charging £34. So a mini warmer and wax is £31.25. Yeah, £31.25. So I've got £3 odd to play with. So I'm going to be doing scents that aren't Christmassy. So I'll have a couple of Christmas scents, but it'll be leading into fresh coming into January for that kind of like spring clean. So I'm going to put the peppermint spray. So Boxing Day is going to be the peppermint spray and yeah, that's it. Samples of peppermint spray and the dish soap. And then I'll do maybe 2 days later of the washer whiffs, kind of moving into that, let's getting clear and getting cleaned up ready for the new year. So they're both going to have samples in them. They're going to be very, very different. So people can actually buy both and they're not going to get a replication of the products. That's why I went for 12 Advent and for the 12 days after. I'm also doing Christmas Eve boxes. I haven't really promoted these yet. I've sold one adult Christmas Eve box. I'm not sure what I'm putting in it. I'm not going to lie. But I'm charging £20 for the adult one. I was going to look at who was going to order them, because if it was going to be different people to the Advent one, then I was going to put a flower in it, because I've got an older lady that wants one. I'm not really sure what to put in for her, but I was thinking maybe like soap samples. I've got hot chocolates with the marshmallows in with them, but I'm not 100% sure what Scentsy products I'm doing for the adults. But for the kids, I'm doing a £24 box, and that's going to have a Bitty Buddy, a scent pack, maybe jammy time. I'm going to do a nice little rhyme to go with it about, you know, sweet dreams or whatever, put it in your pillow, blah blah blah. And then all the usual hot chocolate. I've made these little snowman soup bags up with a little rhyme on it, with a candy cane. It will have marshmallows in it as well. But these are going to go in the kiddie ones. And I've actually, that was a massive boost for me this month, at the beginning of the month, because I ordered some of the Christmas minis, and I'm going to start advertising those again once Halloween's out of the way. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to keep doing too much Christmas when we've still got Halloween that we're still trying to do sales for. So once it gets to the beginning of November, I'm going to get back on Christmas Eve boxes and re-advertising all of those things again, to hopefully get some sales. And we spoke about stock. Like, I have got so much stock. I plan months in advance. I'm terrible, really. Obviously, we all ran out of stock a couple of months ago, but last month I did 2,000 PRV, and the month before I did 2,000 PRV, and I have literally just stocked up on Christmas stuff. So I've got something like 12 winter variety scent packs ready to go maybe in the Christmas Eve box. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I've got about 30 scent circles in Christmas scents. I've got loads of Christmas wax bars. So that is all of my samples that are going to go in all those boxes. Haven't cost me anything, because I've bought it all with my host credits. And as I say, today I've just closed another party, and I've just ordered another load of like Silver Cedar, Cozy Fireside, like 120 quid of wax bars that is just with my credit, all ready to go sample and Christmas Eve and crazy. I'm super prepped, but I do recommend any parties that you close this month, just getting as much stock. I've got like maybe 20 flowers. I buy a half-price flower with every party I close. Like, I love flowers, and my customers love flowers. So I know over in December, if my customers need a present, I'll say, look, you love flowers, I've got some here. And then I'll just buy mini warmers, whatever, with it for after Christmas, whatever there is available to buy to put the PRV back in. But I've been planning that for months to make sure that I've got that stock, because people always have a last minute panic, don't they? So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, Lee. So I don't know if there's any, oh, and the Christmas wish list. Claire Dell shared this in Scent Squad the other day, and I did it. I'm going to blank all my details out and share it, but I've already sent a couple of these out today. Customers asked for them, and I've put a little magnet with it so they can stick it on their fridge for their partners. But I'm sticking these in all orders that go out as of now as well. That was it.
So what I just, obviously Kirsty said this at the beginning, like, don't look at everything that's here and think, oh, I need to do all of that, because it's got to work for you. It's got to work for your time. It's got to work for your customers. But take what will work for you, and then start to come up with those ideas. By all means, share them in the Scent Squad. I'm loving the amount of sharing that's going on in there at the minute. It's like every time I go in there, I'm seeing a new idea and I'm like, oh my God, it's making me want to do that. So when I make up labels and stuff like that, I will share any of those that I make up. This one was really poorly cut out, but I won't be doing a circle again, probably go with squares just because I can never get it.
No.
Circle cutter. But I will share all of those type of things. When I make my gift guides, I will put a blank copy of that in the squad so that you guys have access to it. If any of you have got like any like cracking ideas that you're like, right, that is going to bring in, especially now, anyone is very welcome to share them with us. If there's anyone thinking, right, I'm watching and I've got a really good idea and I could share it, you could come live and share it with us. You could unmute yourself if you're feeling brave. No one.
We're going to say maybe if we could set up like a thread in the squad with like, because I'm so not creative with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if they can share like links for bags and stuff, because a lot of my stuff is stuff that I've just had shoved in a box that I can't even tell you what size they are because they've been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So if anyone's got links for stuff like that, that'd be amazing. Oh, these are little sample boxes actually. These are what are going in my Christmas Eve. These will fit. They're quite big, but these are wedding favoured boxes. And I'm literally going to put a number for the day and that will have the wax samples in it. And I'm going to alternate between that and red wrapping paper for the other stuff. So that's red and brown, all natural. These were mega cheap and I think they look great. I think they're really cute.
Yeah, they're real. I love those. There's so many good ideas out there as well. Pinterest is full of ideas. Like if you actually want to get really creative with, if you put in Scentsy Christmas ideas, Pinterest, it literally will bring you up loads of ideas. But I think really more than anything, it's just picking something and running with it. One of the things I was going to say as well, the balls that I never use, something else that you could do with them is fill them with bath soak, which would make quite a nice present. If you wanted to as well, you could fill them with bath soak. So that's something to think about. If any of you have got these, I don't know whether any of you got these. These are the felt samples, which I'm going to have to use because they're Christmassy. Which I'm going to send out in my orders this month. I just need to make them. I've never used felt samples, but I'm going to make a point of actually using them this Christmas. They're quite cute as well. They're in the Success store, so they're the actual Scentsy ones. They're the holiday felt samples. I think they're still in there, but I got them in one of my mystery bag. You know, the mystery bags that they did. I think they came in there. So there's loads of ideas there that are hopefully going to help you, you know, come up with. You could do your own. I've seen some wicked advent calendars where it's like fill your own. Kelly Sylvie shared some Christmas crackers the other day that you could fill up with wax bars, with samples. There's so much out there you could do, but try and get a little bit creative. And this is the time of year now, as Kirsty was saying, sampling with intent. Really, you know, if you've not bought these, for example, first of all, you're missing out because they smell amazing.
So good. So good.
Just unreal. So I will be using this Christmas Day as opposed to the cider mill because I prefer peppermint to like cinnamony smells. I love cider mill though. I'm going to be honest. Absolutely love cider mill. But these are the type of things. Sample these now and you can say to people, look, make sure that you've got these before Christmas. You know, there's no reason why you can't buy these as a bundle for 24, but you can sell them separately, private message them, £12 each. You can sell those, or you could sell the, you know, if you wish to, you can do that. You can sell them at whatever price that you want to do behind the scenes. Just remember, you can't split the bundle publicly, but you could do like Christmas cleaning bags, for example. They're going to get one full size product, £15 or £12 for your cleaning bags, and this is still available. I'm sure this bundle's still available.
I had a customer message me today because she loves that. She ordered it and she absolutely loves it, and she was like, if only they do it in a wax. It's coming in the wax bundle, that 5-bar bundle that's coming.
Yes, that
is going to be in it. So actually, if you bought that, you're double whammying because you're advertising that and the wax coming into the collection.
Yeah. And these are great things to sample like right now. So if you've got free credit to use, get these, get them sampled, get it out there, get it under people's noses. Even if you just, take it around to some of your best customers, lend them it for 48 hours so they can try it out. There's so many different things that you can do, but it's really about getting out and getting products under people's noses. And hopefully, some of you are going to have even better ideas than we've got. We've just plucked a few things that we thought, yeah, this is going to really help you. For me, the traveling market is like gold. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait to do that. I can't wait. But so there's hopefully some ideas that are going to help you going forward. So where can we find out info on what's coming for Christmas? Layla, if you can sync the Scentsy calendar with your iPhone, if you've got an iPhone, don't know if you, or with whatever phone you've got, so you can actually sync it. So when I click on my calendar, it tells me what's coming out on what days, when we're getting like bundles, when we're getting like LTOs, and it will tell you, as long as it's not like secret inside knowledge. But generally speaking, it's all on your, it'll be on your calendar. What's that, Kirst?
But yeah, this one isn't a secret. It's November. I don't know what date it is, but it's November sometime. It's a 5-bar bundle.
I think I've got the
it's blue
to it.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. What have I done with them?
I've got it here, Liz.
Got them?
Yeah. So it's Blue Christmas, Perfect Peppermint, Gingerbread Hugs, Red Berry Spruce, and is it Wassail Wonderland or Wassail Wonderland?
Or something like that, yeah. That I like that every single one.
Yeah.
What's Wazel?
Wazel. Thank you, Wazel.
You know what it is?
Yeah, but it's not spelt like that. It's Sal, isn't it? Not English language is terrible. It's not English, is it, that word?
No, I'm trying to find it.
But yeah, they are old scents actually, because one of my customers was like, she bought all the Blue Christmas off of me last year, and when I was getting rid of all my old stock, and I said to her, it's coming back again, and she's like, I'm desperate, and it's the Perfect Peppermint in the same bundle.
Is it?
It's called Scents of the Season.
Oh God, I've got so many. I've definitely got it. I'll have to dig it out of the sample drawer and have a little whiff of them all. What one's your favourite? If I remember when I smelt them all, I quite liked them all, and I thought I was quite surprised.
Yeah, the Blue Christmas is very like tree scent.
Oh, I think I found it.
Gingerbread's very bakery. It's not cinnamon, it's very bakery.
Have a live whiff. Laura's smelling them as well. Right, red berry spruce.
I don't know how you've got Blue Christmas smelling like trees.
100%.
It smells a bit cinnamony. Like if you really sniff it.
No, it's fur. It's fur. It's like farmhouse fur. It's just like farmhouse fur without that back of the throat kick.
Blue Christmas. Hold on.
You can. It's fun, isn't it? Because it has got cinnamon in it and it has got fur in it. I can smell cinnamon, and I love cinnamon. It's probably not strong enough.
I can really smell the cinnamon in it.
Do you want to know what I think?
Spruce is nice.
Do you want to know what I think? I'm recording, but what I think Blue Christmas smells like?
Toilet cleaner. Oh, it does.
It smells like duck.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. Sorry, Scentsy.
Oh, it does.
It's one of my customers' favourite.
Smells like pine, Paul Pine. Mrs. Hinch would love that. It's really Paul Piney. Right, hold on. Gingerbread Hugs.
These are very different. They're very, very different to the collection we've just had. I think these are going to be far more popular. They're more typical Christmas scents, I think.
This is Gingerbread Duck Hugs. Smells like hugging a mug versus Gingerbread Men. Mix the two together. That's what it is.
You know, remember the Bring Back My Bar of gingerbread donut?
Yes.
That's what it smells like. I think they've just put another name on it.
Probably. Added a little ingredient. Red berry spruce smells like red berries and a good man.
Oh, what?
That does.
Man, like a really good man, like a manly,
like you walk past a man and a woman in a pub.
A bit like 50 Shades, sort of.
A good man as opposed to a bad man, or a bad man in a good way, good man.
A good man, like, you know, when they walk past,
a good smelling man.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
I'm selling it, aren't I, people? You can see how I sell so much wax here, can't you?
But no, what's a good man? Get yourself some red berry spruce.
Yeah, perfectly peppermint is like a winner all day long, right? And it's Wassail Wonderland, is that right?
Not nice.
I thought this was going to smell like Stroop waffle.
This was in the collection last year.
Yeah, it was.
It
was in that, you know,
clementine.
The red bag, the red Scents of the Season bag. That's exactly what was in there.
Was it?
Blue Christmas and
such a bad memory.
Wonderland.
Well, that's what's coming. If you haven't smelt them and you want to smell them, let me know. You're more than welcome to borrow mine and smell the good man. Yeah, I've dropped one. Right, okay, so hopefully this has been helpful. Honestly, getting high on that man. Hopefully this has been helpful, guys. Hopefully there's been something you can take away from this and say, like, I feel a little bit inspired. I'm ready to be like, go and get my Christmas on. I'm like, ooh, what can I go and do first?
I want the tree up.
Yeah, I can't put the tree in my office. I don't know where I'm going to put it. If you see the state of it in here at the minute, but I am going to get a tree in here, a little fake one. My own little fake Christmas tree, and I'm going to do it up all rose gold and pretty, all the colours that I don't normally get for indoors. So, and I'm going to be like, no one's allowed in here, no one's allowed to touch it, it's mine. And I'm going to put Christmas presents for me under it as well. Scentsy. So naughty. But anyway, so hopefully this has been helpful. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask, or feel free to pop a message, or and then the recording, I will download the recording and I will share it in the Scent Squad, and I might cut the end off, but it will also go on YouTube as well. So
the best bit.
yeah, I love it. Hold on 1 second. Where is, oh, hold on. Let's just do a quick little picture of you all, because that has to go on the Instagram. Right, ready? Say cheese. I love it. Everyone's smiling. Right, okay, guys. So I hope this was useful, and we'll speak to you all soon. Right, bye. See you later.
Thanks, guys.